All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kareem with Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna talk about Gen V episode. Was this 5?
It's episode 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
episode
kids are
5.
not all right.
Yep, great title.
They're definitely
Yeah,
not.
yeah. So yeah, we're kind of dealing with post fight between the gender bender and the blood bender. That's wild that they named that fight that. So we're dealing with that, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Cypher is bathing his dad, I think it was. He was doing something. He was cleaning him or something. But then we get another cameo from the boys. We get Sage comes in and knows Cypher and has fun with Cypher, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sage is part of it. She's in on it. She's helping him out with getting him some info and stuff like that. That whole opening scene was kind of weird because she's having sex with Cypher, but the dad's in the tub and like staring at him.
And maybe I missed that because I didn't know that was his dad, honestly.
Yeah, in the last episode, I think that's Godolkin, like the guy who started the school.
That started it all.
I believe that's the dad, because he had the accident where he got all burnt up, so he looks like Deadpool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments.
No, yeah.
But I'm thinking that's his dad, and that's his that's Godolkin. So
because I didn't know the Godolkin would be his dad, but I definitely don't. I think that's Godolkin. I think that's right because we saw from the previous scene. I just didn't know that was his dad. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. But that whole thing is he's like staring at him, and did you think like he's in his mind too? You know what I mean? Like, is Cypher just really his dad?
That just could be something
in his head. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know,
because it was weird.
That started making me think.
Because Sage was looking right at him the entire time.
And he was kind of like I don't know if he was smiling, but he had this weird look on his face.
He looked like he was smiling, like he was enjoying the show.
Yeah. Every time you say that name, it makes me think of Street Fighter. Godolkin, Hadouken. Yeah. Sage is a cheater. How can you do that to Black Noir and the Deep?
Yeah.
And Cypher.
And almost Homelander, but
yeah.
They have a close relationship. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. So that's a weird scene, but yeah. What you think about this whole episode as a whole?
It was interesting. I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on with Marie and Jordan, and I just thought that Cate, honestly, there was just a lot of stuff going on between them, and I was surprised they decided to go try to break out Cate. That shocked me a little bit.
Yeah,
I understood that they felt like they needed to because they owed her that, but once what's his name, Sam said no, there's no way I'm going.
Yeah, you're like, oh, the strongest dude that we know is not coming. Like, let's figure out Plan B. What's Plan B?
Yeah, he's like, because he's the only one. If he goes crazy, it's all over. So once that happened, I was like, okay, I'm not going back to Elmira. I thought what we saw with Polarity that was really interesting, and it's very mirroring Andre a lot. So is that setting up a sacrifice that he's going to make in the name of his son? Because he challenged Cypher. What happened to my son? He said, I pushed him too far, and his powers weren't able to hold on, and it popped off his head. Basically what he said. And he admitted to his dad, to Polarity, right in front of him, that I killed your son because I've set it up that way. And you can see how that was affecting Polarity, and we saw it later in the episode how a lot of things that were happening to Andre has happened to him. So I thought that side stories are going to eventually kind of merge to a master, unbelievable story. So Cypher's gonna be a problem. That's just what
Oh
we
yeah.
know. Cypher's gonna be, and he has plans, but I think what he doesn't plan for right now is that all of the kids are going to kind of join together.
Yeah.
You're on a good streak, you
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, but that's one thing about Cypher too is he's never lied. Like he kind of forces the other person he's talking to like say what you got to say. Stop beating around the bush. Stop lying. And then he responds with the truth, which is just really interesting. You know what I mean? Like he's such an interesting villain, you know, because I still don't know his motive. You know, and that's the scary part is when you have a villain and you don't know the motive. You know, they show it at the end. You know, it reminds me of like someone like Joker. Like, and I'm not saying he is like Joker, but like a good villain is like, oh, he's crazy. You don't know what the motive is, and then right at the end, you're just like, oh, he just wants to see the world burn. I think it's kind of similar. You know, I think he wants to see the world burn, at least a superhero world burn. You know, so
I think what's
but
interesting because the Cypher's playing multiple parts right now. So what we saw with him and Sage, right? We
mhm,
saw them having that relationship, and then they say they had plans going forward. Now,
mhm.
what we know from Sage is, with her and Homelander, she's playing Homelander a little bit, whatever. So, and we know that Cypher keeps on saying he wants Marie to be stronger than Homelander. So the question is, what is actually happening? What is his actual, motivation? And honestly, I can't answer it. I don't know enough. We're learning more and more pieces about Cypher,
Yeah,
but I don't know enough to know what the hell his motivation is for any of this stuff. Is it to make Maria such a
yeah,
super
yeah.
incredible superhero that no one even dies anymore? Like
Mhm.
she's in such a place that she could save anyone, because the whole point with whole thing was showing that Sage kidnapped Annabeth was crazy.
Yeah,
So, and
yeah,
then of course we see what happens with Annabeth a little later. So yeah.
yeah,
Um
yeah. So like, yeah, they all like decide to go into the jail and then they get out. Well, they attempt to get out, you know, and Jordan is the only smart one, which really pisses me off because when he did the stupid thing of saying the truth, I was like,
mhm,
come on, man, like you can't say it, like and it just kind of like a smart character doing something really stupid. I
mhm.
didn't like that, but otherwise Jordan is like smart, like they know what's going on. He's the whole time Jordan's like, they want us to do this is going to be a trap where we're falling into a trap, and everyone else is like, yeah, but what else are we going to do? It was like, not fall
Not
into
going
the
to the
trap.
trap.
But
Is it
yeah,
weird
yeah,
that it seemed like
but
Jordan was
just
the strongest one in season one, and now season two, it seems like Jordan's become the weakest one out of all of them because he's easiest to control.
yeah, I can see that. I
You
can see
know,
that.
even
I feel like Jordan hasn't really showed off any of their power, like besides in the fight, it was just like
yeah, but they're supposed to be super
there really
strength,
anything.
super agile, super athletic,
Yeah.
supposed to be able to do all those things, agile, and we don't see any of those things going on. With for Jordan, and it makes it look like he's or she or they are just small or are weaker than everyone else, even though last season they were thought of as the strongest. And
Mm-hmm.
even Emma seems like she has special things that she can do. Cate,
Mm-hmm.
we saw Cate, we saw her prosthetic arm, we saw her wig or her extensions, and the real Cate.
Yeah.
And even that whole thing, when she found out they came in to try to save her, she felt a connection with them that she had never felt before. And it's funny because her,
Yeah.
her friend Sam wouldn't come save her, but her enemy would.
Yeah, because I think Sam, he even said it to Emma, is like, she's not good. Don't put your neck out for her. Like, she's not a good person, you know. And he knows, because he's like been in that trap from her for so long, finding out, she did it to his brother, and but there's always that thing of like, is she bad, or is she just doing bad things because she's like, I don't say like following orders, but like kind of forced to follow orders, it seems
or
like.
or even just alone. She's a lone wolf, so she has to
Yeah,
look out for herself. Number
and
one.
do what's best for her.
Mhm.
Yeah, but she's not dumb either, man. Like, using one of her staples to get out of the collar thing was like pretty awesome, you know. But
Where do you
yeah,
think Sam's story is
but
going to go?
I mean, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. His It's really interesting because everyone, the whole time, you're like, oh, the V made him crazy, the V made him crazy, and then finding out
He
that
was
it
already
wasn't the
crazy.
V. Like,
Mhm.
he always had mental issues because this kind of ran the family. Um,
They tried to use the
you know,
V to actually save him.
yeah, to try to get rid of it, which is
Mhm.
interesting. But I'm like, that's a risk, because I was like, why would you do that? Oh yeah, maybe it could help him, or maybe he can be a crazy person with superpowers, like
Mhm.
he became. Like, that is a risk, So, but it's interesting. Like, can he use the V, to help him now that he understands things and knows it's not the V? Like, does he maybe trust his powers to help kind of take over and
Can
fix
someone
some
heal
problems?
him? Can
Yeah,
someone heal him? And
yeah,
that's why the end of this episode was so interesting.
yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh, you think Marie
Yes, exactly. I think that
Marie
she can
can
control the
fix?
blood. She can fix all things in the
Mm,
body because she can bring people back to life. She can do all the thing, anything in the body she can do. She can control anything. And I think that
that's
she's going to
interesting.
be to a powerful. Then that's what the whole point of having Sam on this episode, as Maria's figuring out that she can, bring people back to life and control the blood in that way,
Hmm.
heal the skull, do all those things. She can control those things, and that's probably what you need for Sam.
Yeah, and Sam being this like super strong, powerful person, like somebody who could handle the pain, maybe, yeah, they go that route. That's an interesting route,
She
But I
probably
mean,
would
the
practice
part.
on what you call first, practice on Cate first, and then
Mm,
possibly do it for Sam.
oh yeah, because yeah, Kate, her powers aren't work. Man, when she's like, it was it unlock me and
Give me
let's
the
say go
key.
away or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unlock
give
me.
me the key and go
Give me the
away.
key
He's
and
like,
go away.
yes, and it's.
Stabs
I
himself
was
in
like,
the eye,
oh,
and then gives her the
oh my
eyeball. She's like,
god, man! Like,
"Ew,
girl, you need to figure out your problem.
ew."
You need to figure out that problem, man. You need to figure out those powers, like, before you really start doing some crazy shit. Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. She's got some blockage too that Marie can possibly heal.
Yep.
But yeah, but for me, like, obviously, I think the big part of this episode was finding out Cypher took the sister. Was it Maribeth, Annabeth,
Annabeth.
Annabeth?
Mhm.
Um, and kind of using her to like push Marie, and that is messed up
The
because you don't know if she's gonna be able to fix her or not, and you just slit
Cypher
her
didn't do
throat.
that though. The Sage did that because remember she said,
Oh,
I have a present for you. She should be here soon."
uh-huh.
That was her present.
Mm, that's right. But I mean, but Cypher's the one that probably killed her, right? You think?
Probably. I mean, Sage
I
probably
don't know.
told him what to do. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Even that,
Cypher
he
probably
probably
could.
didn't do it. Probably had one of.
No, he probably
Yeah.
had her kill herself. He controlled her
Oh
body
yeah, so you could. Hmm.
and have
Yeah.
her kill
So
herself.
that was wild, man. That was wild. But they also, the Marie being able to save her sister was really cool, but it affected everyone else around her, which is
Mhm.
really interesting. This is
Very
everyone else
much.
started getting nosebleed.
So it's funny
So,
because like when Polarity was losing his power, it reminded me of Logan, Professor X.
mm-hmm.
As he does that, everyone else starts to lose it. When Marie was fixing Annabeth, remind me of the same type of thing. So it made me think: Are they doing an X-Men thing, and she's Jean Grey? You know how we have Professor X and he has his stuff, and she's Jean Grey, and they're trying to make her into this other thing, this super god, and she's going to end up being the Dark Phoenix, where they have to pull her back from being so dark or from killing everybody because she's going to have that much power, but she can affect everybody mentally like that.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I'm that I like that theory. I'm really curious to know, like, wow, why does her power, when she's using it to that extreme, why is it affecting people around her? Like, is she taking their life force?
Mm.
Is it just sending out a signal, where everyone's really feeling it? You know, like I'm really curious to see what's the reasoning behind it. Yeah.
I agree.
Tony
Yeah.
said, what disease does Sam have? Um,
I don't know
I
if
know
it's
he had
that
some, like,
disassociation,
delusions. I know he had delusions and something else. It was a few things, but it
so
was
I
a
mean,
lot of
it
like
could be
mental
schizophrenia,
issues.
it could be
Mm-hmm.
disassociation. I can't remember what it's called, but like those type of things, it could be any of those things that he has.
Mm-hmm.
That are hereditary. There's nothing he could have done
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we find out his mom's brother, you know,
Mhm.
had very similar issues.
It's her genes that caused
Yep.
all this.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, man, the way this episode ends with them saving Marie saving the sister. And then also I was like, does the sister have powers? Because once they get
Mhm.
to the dead end, right? Or was that might have been the preview? I don't remember.
No,
Because I know I watched a preview afterward
yeah,
too.
but it looked like the war, like she would burst
But
through the wall or something like that.
yeah, well, she's like, oh, he's here or he's
Mhm.
close.
So
I was like,
she knew she could feel it. Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I was like, like does she have powers too? Did her parents also give her some V? I'd
Or
be
did
kind of
did
interested.
they do it? Did
Or
they
did
do
they
it?
do it?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Or also, I mean, because Jordan said they felt Cypher. They're like, oh, it hurt you too, and you're always in pain. Which was another reason why I'm like, is it really not him? It's the dad controlling him. You know what I mean?
It could be, but he
You know,
also
because
didn't
who
seem
else
like
would be in pain?
he didn't seem
Yeah,
like he can enjoy pleasure either.
yeah, yeah.
That whole experience that you saw with sister Sage, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't like he
Mm-hmm.
can enjoy anything, any pleasure or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's still a lot of stuff up in the air where I'm really interested in, because now Marie's like, I'm gonna be strong because I need to kill Sage or a Cipher, you know. So it looks like she's going to start training like hardcore. Does that, like, kind of what you say, turn into like a Dark Phoenix kind of thing, where she
Mhm.
just goes too crazy with the power, or the power corrupts her? I don't know. I don't know. It's just, it sucks that the show's not getting a lot of views compared to first season, but because this is pretty good. This is a pretty good,
That's the
season.
question. Like, well, what's going to actually happen from it? So
Yeah, yeah. Because we only got what, three more episodes, I believe.
man, that's crazy. 6, 7, 8.
I believe so. I think that's it. Yeah, and then however it ends is going to tie into the finale of The Boys, because there's only one more season of The Boys, and The Boys is done. So yeah, yeah,
Mm,
kind of, yeah. Just Cypher's a question. The sister Marie's, what she's gonna do. Yeah, there's still a lot of interesting stuff, to get answered. He said, I think it would be more interesting if the parents gave her V and she didn't think she had it until she uses her powers. Yeah.
But then she wouldn't know that she could feel it, because she's like, he's here. She wouldn't know that she could feel it. What if that wasn't her aunt? What if her that was actually someone else pretending to be her aunt?
Like a Vought worker.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that'd be messed up, man. That'd be messed up. I can see it though. He said, I hope not it to be fantastic to see at least one soup that isn't crazy or trying to kill everyone. Like, can it be one that's not crazy?
I mean,
Yeah.
Starfire didn't try to kill everybody, right? Yet.
Yeah. Not yet. But season 1, she did some crazy stuff, but because she wanted to, be in the group and stuff. But she's not too crazy. Tony said, do you think Amazon promoted this season enough? No.
No, and I don't think people even know what's out. I talk to people all the time, and they're like, "Didn't V's out?" Like, yes.
Yeah. No one knew it was out, and we watched 2 trailers,
Mm-hmm.
and they not that far, not that much before the show started or the season started. So yeah, they really didn't promote it a lot. I don't know why.
That's a real good question. Why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know why. But
I'm
either
trying
way,
to find
I
the
mean,
trailer for the next episode. I was trying to find it, but
yeah, I thought it might have been at the end. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, everyone is. All the ones I'm looking at are wrong. Or not.
Well,
The trailer.
Yeah, but I don't know. But either way, man, I'm looking forward to the next couple weeks to see where it all goes. I'm just worried it's not going to be satisfying. That's my biggest worry right now is because it's going to tie into the boys. Is the season finale of season 2 going to be good enough?
I think this is going to end up being very much like Daredevil.
Yeah,
Just a preview for what, and this is just a preview for getting us to the boys. That's it. And if it is, how disappointed would you be? I mean,
it depends on how they go with it. Like, is Marie just whatever still, or does she realize she's like the strongest soup? That she could kill Homelander, because that might be an issue.
If she's the real threat.
Yeah.
What if that's the problem? That she's the real threat.
Yeah. Does Butcher show up at the end of the season? Maybe. That'd be cool. So it all depends on how it ends and how it ties into the next season of The Boys. But like I said, I could see it being not satisfying and being pretty upset that I gotta wait.
Well, I did find it, but
oh, did you? Okay, good point. She might be one. All right, let's check out this preview, and then we'll call it a night for this one.
All right, you won't be able to play that. I have to play this one because it's actually just off the site. I went to the site to actually get this.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, here we go.
You guys have to go now. This way.
He killed my sister just to see if I could bring her back.
Nothing is ever gonna be the same.
He's almost here.
Who is he? Is it Homelander? Is it someone worse?
I assumed it was Cypher, but yeah, it could be. What if it's Homelander?
And what if she's been staying with Homelander the entire time? And that aunt was a con. Wait, maybe Homelander found out about Marie and that she's a problem. She's Odessa, and he wanted to have a way to control her.
I bet. See, something like that would be interesting. Or what if it's Butcher? What if she's sensing Butcher?
Yeah,
because Butcher got some V in him now. So, Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All those things could be true.
He's Castiel. Just pops in. A-Train, maybe.
But she wouldn't be afraid. Like he's there. Like who is he that there? You know. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't.
I feel
There's
like it's got to be
people
somebody
that we
you're
don't know.
afraid of.
Yeah, exactly. What if it's Giancarlo Esposito? Like,
Is he still around, or did they kill him?
did they kill him off?
I can't remember.
I don't remember if he's dead.
I don't remember.
You
Yeah.
know?
I know the character in the comic book that he portrays doesn't die.
Maybe
He doesn't
because
die.
he never took the substance. He never took V.
The V.
Yeah, so he never. What if he does? What if he became something and he becomes something special?
Yeah.
What if he all of a sudden has powers? I'm just saying, there's a lot of people it could be, and I'm hoping that it's someone that I just don't see.
Yeah. Yeah. Black Noir. Maybe he flies now. They go comic book route with Black Noir. I doubt they do that at this point.
That'll be a good thing that to make it more like the comic books, but I don't think they want to do that. So
Nah, the comic book with Black Noir, if it felt cheap.
Being a Homelander,
clone kind of thing. It didn't. I mean, it was fine. It was very comic booky. It was very kind of goofy with what the show's going with. I like, the Black Noir, being a replacement, kind of thing. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. To come back all the way around to the comic would be hard as hell. 100%.
Yeah, and then especially a season
Yeah,
that they're not making a lot of money off of. I don't know if they can do that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's for sure. I'm pretty. I don't say I'm like super excited, but I'm
You're
interested.
intrigued. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Like, and this is the whole season got me like intrigued so far. So I hope it has a big, cool ending. But I'm really worried it's not going to be a great ending. I think it's going to be an okay placeholder until you get season 5 with the boys. That's
so
why
everything that this season was, maybe exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Cautiously optimistic. Exactly. That's perfect. Ace. But cool. You got anything else?
Nope. I'm done.
All right. But if you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right down there. We appreciate you guys coming in. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this episode. Any theories, who might Annabeth be talking about, but leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. And if you're watching us live, we want you guys to stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night.